Yeah, hi everyone, Jason here, Robot Law Miles Australia. Today we're going to have a very quick unboxing video of the brand new Segway Navimo X series. So this is the X3 series. The particular one I've got here at the moment is the X315. It is a pre-production model, so once we get into the production models it may differ a little bit to the unboxing. Not going to go through a whole lot on the details of the robot because we really don't know enough about them at the moment, but I'm going to unbox it, let you know what's inside the box and give you my first initial thoughts. Okay, so the very first thing is opening up the front of the box, and the very top of the box, what we have is an accessories box sitting on top here. You probably can't see it on the camera there, but it's just an accessories box like such. And in that accessories box, we have basically a picture of everything that's inside the accessories box and a QR code there to download the app and get it all installed. Segway have typically always been very, very good at their boxing and software side of things. So let's just open up this and we'll see what's inside. Okay, so we've got a quick start guide straight up, nice and easy. We actually have the actual base plate of the charging station. That is a very unusual thing to have in a box like that. So there's the base plate of the charging station. And I'll just quickly open that up to show you that it's actually in two pieces. So we got one piece, two pieces of the charging station, and they just click together like such. There we go, I've already put it together for you. So just click together and then that's the base plate of your charging station. Okay. Into the side accessories here, over this side, and we've got a power supply. That appears to be the main power supply for the charger of the unit. It's only a fairly small one. This one consists of this is the 1500 square meter model. It is the smallest of the X series machines. 224 watt, 7 amp output, 7 amp charge rate. That's actually quite decent for a robot. We have a little antenna here, which appears to be probably what goes on the bottom of the RTK antenna, probably a small antenna. We have a spare pack of blades, which appears to be about 9 blades in there, so in that ballpark. Oh, and another one. So there's actually two spare sets of blades in there, and it appears to be about 9 blades in each pack. So there's about 18 spare blades. Probably tells me on the front of the box here, doesn't it? Let's have a quick look. Yes, 18 spare blades. A fixing kit, so Allen key, fixing screws to screw the charging station down to the ground, and some little straps there to strap the wire up the pole if need be. Then we have our little pole bracket, which I can do this little bit here. It's just the Trident fork for the pole. On this side, we have the power supply extension cable, which I will have a check in a second. That means we can probably opt whether you want to use the power supply extension cable or not. We have another little packet here of some small fixing stakes. These will just be for pegging down wiring behind the charging station to make everything nice and neat. We have a little extension kit there of some description, and the 2 poles that will snap together. So that'll be the bottom, that'll be the top. These 2 here go together like such. I'm guessing that goes on here. No, it doesn't actually, that goes in the middle possibly. We'll have to look at that. Okay, so that's that one to the side. We'll put that box down here. See what else is in the box. Bit of foam packaging. Like I said, always, I can't show you inside the box. You really are not going to flip it up for the camera, but it's all cardboard packaging, so nice and environmentally friendly. Next, we have another little box here, which appears to be the charging station head, I'll be guessing. Bit of tape on that. Oh, didn't bring my knife today. Sure there's nothing else in this packaging, nope. Okay, so this is the charging station head. That's the head of the charging station. 2 leads coming out of the back, one for the RTK, one for the power supply. Similar charging contacts as what's on the existing ones, but we do have a little reflector here. I don't think that's a light, I think it's just a reflector, and then the reflecting case around the side there for using the camera to actually dock the robot. So let's see if that just clicks in. Looks like it's just going to go straight in like such. We'll click down, there we go. So that's the charging station head installed as well. What else have we got? Okay, another little box here. So this is obviously the RTK antenna, and it looks like it's a power supply cable as well. Nothing else in there. So definitely the antennas are definitely stepped up in size from the previous Segway ones. For example, I'll just grab one over here. So that is the previous EFLS2 system, and that is the new 3 system. So there's a significant size difference in the actual heads themselves, which assumably means it's got a bigger receiver in there for receiving satellite signal. There is the antenna there. It's actually quite interesting. So the little antenna there that fits to it fits down to the bottom here, which we'll screw that on. And then it appears it goes inside, it goes inside this little piece here, which is plastic obviously, so it doesn't affect anything. But we put that inside here and click that in there, and the antenna is actually inside the actual pole, and then the pole goes on there like that. So it's got a little antenna that actually sits directly inside the actual plastic pole. That's interesting. All right, a couple of little clips there to keep it in play. Quite good. All right, so that is the RTK antenna. I believe all that's left is the robot. Not exactly completely light. Got quite a bit of weight about this guy compared to previous Segways. Significantly larger machine than the other Segway units. Okay, so before I talk too much about the actual robot itself, I want to show you, we've got some extra accessories here. So we can get an extra antenna kit for the X series. So we've got this accessory kit here, which is just another antenna that we've got here, another power supply, and another 10-meter extension cable. Now I'm not going to open these up just this very second, but I don't exactly know what the story is with them at this point in time. Again, we don't know enough about these robots to understand what's going on. This is either going to be used as a repeater system, such as similar to the Husqvarna sort of EPOS series, where you have one base station antenna, or one reference station I should say, and then it would transmit that data to another one to extend its range. Or it possibly could be running a completely separate dual RTK system where you've got one complete full RTK system and receiver in the robot, and then you have another complete RTK system and receiver in the robot. I'm really not sure which one it is. So I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't know, but we'll get this thing set up and tested, and we'll work out what that is in future videos. Okay, yeah, so significantly larger, wider than the previous units. Got a really good handle in the back again, like previous units have got. Everything feels to be quite solid. Single blade disc, but it's much bigger than the previous blade disc, and it also has this protection guard on it, so we will see how that goes when it comes to keeping grass out of the screw heads and things. So that's similar to a Husqvarna sort of model, but that's actually fixed, so that plate doesn't spin independently of the blades or anything to hold things completely fixed together. Doesn't appear to be a floating blade system very much. We'll test that as it goes on. Front wheels, they've got a soft rubber compound on the, or a softer rubber compound on the wheels, so they're a plastic wheel with a rubber insert. Ball bearing driven, which is all fine. Quick change by the looks of it. It's 3 screws at the top there, so you can quick change the front wheels. Battery appears to be removable underneath this cover here by the looks of it. Everything else appears to be sort of similar to other Segway machines, but not there, nowhere for grass to build up. Yeah, it's actually a really good, clean, open deck system. They have gone to a 6-bladed system by the looks of it, basically the same as what Lubra have gone to as well, with a 6-blade system. I should get the battery size in this. We don't have a lot of specifications on these guys at the moment. So it's 24 centimeter cutting blade, 18.6 kilograms is the actual robot itself. Blade speed of 2800 RPM, so just quick enough. 21.6 volts, it's fine. This has got a 6 amp hour battery in it. And then again, the sound level saying that it's going to be 60 dB. So like always, Segway units will most likely be one of the quietest machines on the market. And so we've got the in-hub motors again in these guys as well, so they're incredibly quiet. Now we do have the full bump system on the top there, so we've got a rubber mounted bump system on there now, which previous ones didn't have. And I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see there on the camera or not, but there's a little magnet just there, and there's another one on the other side as well that will be sensing the movement of this bumper forward and back. So having a nice little bump sensor is quite good. On the front of the machine, so we have a single camera. There's two cameras on the front and also another little LED light there. There's a full LED strip across the front side here as well. And then the top of this panel here is also LED display on top. The 3 buttons on top appear to be quite okay. It really seems to be quite, that's a magnetic controlled switch, so hopefully water ingress won't be an issue for these guys. And the side plate there that comes off, which we've got details of yet, and we're not sure exactly when or how they're going to come. But these are attachment-based machines, so we can put attachments on the outside here as well. And that has got, basically it's got a power plug, some data plug, and just some connection points there for it to hang on to. So that's something different as well. And then also we have a camera on the left and the right-hand side of the robot. So hopefully, in due course, we'll start seeing the attachments come in for these guys, which hopefully that'll be a line trimmer on the side there. And they did release them over in Europe there for a little moment, but they've taken them off the market again now. So hopefully we'll have a line trimmer on the side of this before long. So the camera's right there and right next to the line trimmer, which is why that's there, I imagine, so I can see very closely exactly what it's coming up against. You can see on the top there now that I've actually turned it on, is that we've got a status light on the outside there. It's obviously saying that it's been lifted, and it's actually telling you a little picture icon there saying it's been lifted. And then it's back down again. Well, that didn't need to be reset, which is quite good. So yeah, same scenarios as the previous Segways. I think the control system will be really, really good. I think that's all we want to go through for this video, guys. I don't want to get into any real details here because I just don't know enough about them yet. We're going to do some testing of this particular one, get some capacity tests out of it, and hopefully we'll bring you a whole bunch of videos on testing. As always, guys, any questions, if you want any questions answered on the actual Segway X Series, drop us a comment below, send us an email if you're in Australia at sales@robotlawnmowers.com.au. You can check out our website, www.robotlawnmowers.com.au, and you can check out all of our social activity day to day on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks for watching.